Hi, here's another of my regular GCSE revision shorts aimed at higher and foundation levels, double and triple award, and for all exam boards. Every GCSE student needs to know this stuff. Please click on subscribe to be notified as soon as further regular revision shorts are released, and further advice is in the description below. By the end of this video, you should be able to describe the structure of an atom and recall the relative mass and charge of subatomic particles. The word atom originally comes from the Greek for indivisible, meaning you can't split it, but we now know that this is not correct, as atoms can be split and are made of smaller subatomic particles. But this term was used by Dalton in his attempt to describe all matter and its properties in the 1800s. He thought of atoms as being tiny solid balls and which were identical for a particular element. This model to describe the atom has been developed over time with the discovery of each type of subatomic particle. At GCSE level, we say that an atom consists of a nucleus containing protons and neutrons and is surrounded by electrons in shells. You need to be able to recall the information shown in the table about subatomic particles. So how does the mass of each of those subatomic particles compare with one another? That's what we mean by relative. How about how their charge compares with one another and where each of those subatomic particles are found? Atoms are very small, but if an atom were the size of a football pitch, then the nucleus would be about the equivalent size of a football on the centre of the pitch, with the electrons moving at set distances around the edge of the pitch. The rest of the atom is mainly empty space. If atoms have no overall charge, then what does it tell you about the number of protons and electrons? Well, let's look at an example. If an atom has 6 positive protons, then to be neutral overall, those positive charges must be cancelled by the atom having 6 negative electrons. So in other words, the number of positive protons equals the number of negative electrons in a neutral atom. So how do we find out the number of each type of subatomic particle? Well, firstly, you need a periodic table. Here is one from a GCSE exam paper. And you'll find out how to do this in my next GCSE short, looking at atomic number, mass number, relative atomic mass, and isotopes. So remember to hit the subscribe button and be the first to be notified of when my next revision short is released.